Hi guys, it's Chris with City Girl Homestead. So time for supper. Tom's going to be a little bit late today because it's chiropractor day. So I'm starting dinner, but it should be done and everything by the time he gets home. I watch reels, and I think her name is Julia Panchero or Pancho or something like that. But anyway, I seen something that she did, and I'm like, I got to try that. So that's what we're going to do today. But before I get that done, I want to do something else, get our side dish done so that I can concentrate more on our soup. I'm going to have soup twice this week, I think. And one is to use up some stuff that I have out of my pantry. And then I had leftover meat and get that stuff used up because it's not doing any good on the shelves or in the freezer. So I thought, you know, let's kind of combine this week and do a little bit of everything. How's that? But my main goal is that we feed our families a good meal and that we do it inexpensively. Like, I've watched a lot of videos today where people can't afford their meals and whatever. And I think that if we just actually watch what we're buying, budget, and to make a meal plan. I have found that since I started doing meal planning that groceries are a lot cheaper. I shop what's on sale, what I can get at the discount stores, whatever. I don't try to pay full price unless I have to. Now, through my Walmart app, a lot of times everything is not on sale. But sometimes they do have sales. So, you know, let's feed our families on a budget, a very tight budget for a lot of us, and see what we can do. So let's get started. So the first thing is, remember I had that lettuce left the other day, yesterday I think it was, and I didn't eat it for lunch. So we are going to make that our side dish tonight for supper. So I think we got quite a bit of use out of that great big bag of lettuce, which is a good thing. We want to let it stretch out quite a bit. Now, I bought that ham, and I did do some in cubes, but Tom said they were on the third shelf. I didn't see them. These are still a little bit froze, but it'll be fine. So I've decided to take the little pieces I have, and we're going to chop them up. He said they were in the third drawer, ended up being the fourth drawer, and the chopped up ones were not there. Now these ones I'm going to chop up small because I want to add them to the salad. And like I say, because they're chopped up, they'll be nice and unthawed before he even gets here for dinner. It's supposed to snow here on Thursday. Can you believe that? I'm telling you guys, I am so over it. Like it's spring. Act like it. Alright, so I'm going to put that on that salad. Put a little bit more on his. And then this one, even though the recipe doesn't call for it, I'm going to add ham to that recipe. We got quite a few bags of these little steaks, and I think 3 bags of the chopped up. So we're going to have a lot of ham to use in future recipes. And the bone and all the fat didn't go to waste either because our neighbor has a dog and he's going to give that to his dog. I already have a whole bunch of ham broth downstairs, so I didn't need any more of that. So that's why I didn't keep that. And that's old and haven't used it, so chances are making up more, it'd be the same. So I'm going to take some of my already done up bacon, and I'm just going to cut some pieces because I want that to go on top of the soup. When you see how quick this soup's going to come together, you'll be like, I understand why she wanted to do it now. Because you guys know me, I like quick and easy. And cheap. I know I thought about it. If you became a millionaire tomorrow, would you stop preserving? I thought about that, bringing the grandkids home today on the way to the chiropractors. Would you quit buying, you know, on sale and you know, making cheaper meals and all those good things? Or would you go to the rich person way? And I decided that, you know what? I remember my ex-mother-in-law, God rest her soul, that she used to say, even if I became rich, she said, I'd always use my tea bags twice. And, you know, I think I'd have to be the same way. I don't use my tea bags twice, but you know what I'm saying. So, yeah. I think that money would not change who I am. It'd be nice I could do more things, but no. It'd still be me. And I don't like to spend tons of money on food. If you heard why, it'd be because it just comes out the other end. So, now you buy a bag. Let me dump it in and then I'll show you the bag. It's hash browns with onions and peppers. If you can see it. Okay. And then she said this 2-ounce bag of Pioneer Country Gravy Mix. See, now you can't see it. Jeez, oh Pete's Chris. So we're going to put that on there. Thank goodness for kitchen shears, or I'd never open anything again. And we're going to sprinkle that around it. So yes, we're making a potato soup. I just seen this and I thought, you know, it's just 3 ingredients, and you know, how easy is that to make? Then you take 4 cups of chicken broth. I'm using up my boxed first because they expired last year. And I know I have canned downstairs, but I want to use this up since it's past expiration date. Not that it's bad, because it's not. And then you kind of want to mix all that together. I don't know, when she did it, it just looks so delicious. I'm like, my people would love that. And I will put her little video in there. Now, some of this, I imagine, will break down better once it's gotten warm. So we're going to put that on the stove and let it start warming up. Now, I want to add some of that ham to mine, because I think it'll be super good that way. Because every time I've ever had ham soup or potato soup, it's always had ham in it. Alrighty. Let me get all that warmed up and then we'll be back. Alright, so I got the soup hot. Now you're supposed to let it simmer for another 15 minutes. So I have it on the back burner simmering for 15 minutes. Now, last week you seen me do the toast on the stove, and it turned out so good that that's actually how I want to do it today too. It was, you know, it had a little bit of a crunch, but not like where it was too much. But yet, it was so, I don't know, so much better than putting it in the oven. So, what I'm doing is melting some butter. And I'm just putting a little bit of garlic powder. And then I'll flip it onto the toast, the pan. This tasted so much better, you guys. Seriously. And then I'm going to put garlic powder on the backs of each piece. cheese. I think if you have never tried this, give it a try. And I think you'll really, really like it. So I'm going to toast up my toast that we're going to have with it. And then I'll be back. So he's on the way to the chiropractor. Look at this, you guys. Doesn't that look delicious? So I'm going to top it with cheese. You can top it with anything that you would normally put on your potato soup. And then I cut that bacon up to go on top of that. And then I got enough for a third bowl in case he has some for work. I don't know if there'll be enough left over for work. If not, he'll take something else. So, it's nice and steaming hot. I did add a little bit of pepper to it, but that's it. I thought it needed a little bit of pepper. So let's try this. I'm so excited. Oh my. Mmm. Mmm. You guys got to try that. Mmm. It is absolutely delicious. Absolutely delicious. He's on his way to the chiropractor. He should be home about a half hour. I'll just throw these in the microwave and warm them up just a little bit. But I think he's going to love that. Those peppers and onions in there just add such a wonderful flavor. Mmm. Easiest potato soup you're going to make. So, when he's back, we'll let him do a taste test. But that, really good. Hi, Tom.
Hello.
Does your neck feel better now?
Yeah, a lot better.
All right. There's the soup.
I'm gonna blow it cold. That's really good.
Weird to use hash brown potatoes and a gravy mix, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I got salad and your bread there.
Just garlic bread.
Yes.
Good.
So is a winner potato soup dinner?
Yeah.
I think it's really tasty. And I added ham, bacon, and cheese to it too.
You know I got some of this in the dish for me?
For tomorrow?
For tomorrow?
Yes.
Okay, good.
So you'll have it tomorrow for dinner,
I
lunch.
would have been very upset if you didn't have any of that for me.
Yeah,
Really
well,
good.
I know, I'm surprised. Alrighty, well, we're going to let the hungry man eat because it's already getting late. You guys have a blessed night. Be a blessing, and goodbye, Tom.
Goodbye, Tom.
She just knocked the towel down. All right, you guys have a good one.